And welcome everyone to more Sunless Skies with Xinthar and later Stukka. He will be along, I'm sure. Okay, let's go in audio eyes and then I'll switch you all over. I'm trying some slightly better settings this time after my Armored Core stream. I determined that my internet's actually a little bit better now, so I shouldn't be running it at very crappy a clock. So hopefully we can have a much better viewing experience for all, and if I decide to play more Armored Core, which I will, we can enjoy that too. And good morning, Mezhuz Zurag von Bromelstein. Up. Itamu, I haven't even started yet, and you're eye breaking me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you. We can fix this. As we always say, it's not a Zin stream without some audio scuffery. How's that for a level? Let me see what I can do about my voice levels as well. We'll just have to make do as best we can, as always. No, I'm just going to put this all the way down to like 9% then. If it's too quiet, we can always adjust it up and down later, but if not, we will figure it out. But thank you very much, Catastrophically Emma. We do appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. Alright, let's try and remember what I was up to. We need upkeep in the Undercroft. Bronze wood for Parliament. Words in the Wind, literature for the Avid Horizon. And literature for Polmir and Plenty, and some honey for Carillion. Those devils are always up to something. Night Owl, thank you again for the gift sub. Greatly appreciated. Let's go check our journal so I can remember exactly what I want. We need... I've got the Scribe Spinster. Requested he be brought some ligaments of a guest. A Traitor's Wood Mandrake. And ice from Old Tom's Well. This is all very doable. The incautious driver would like to go places. I'm pretty sure they're all in London. Somewhere new to go. She wishes to go to Perdurance. They also wish to go to Perdurance. Oh, yes. Ah, Cuddles and Ruffles require their costumes, which we can absolutely do. We need to go pick up our mining crew at some point. The poor devils. Wit and Vinegar Company. Yes, yes, yes. 3 ministry stamp permits to the Broken Steward on the Clockwork Sun. I need to become an MP, which means I have to run for Parliament in Welbury Juxtamare, and its Forbidden Eyeball. You never know. Yes, Goats the Mayor of Socks, we do indeed have many orphans on board. ready to be loaded into the various breaches or the engine as need be. Let me see. We do have to pick an ambition here as well to start finishing that off. There's quite a few things we could do. Library in the Blue Kingdom. Caged catches. Need to go to Pan. And a few other things. What's in our hold? So we have this for Carillan, so we're obviously going to start by doing a round trip, I believe. Collect Meg. The Didac wishes to take his research further. If you have another captain aboard, you'll have to finish your business with them first. The masked citizen wants you to take them to Pan. Travel to the Royal Society and talk to the energetic mechanic about the Baroness's equipment. Very good. We have a good number of things that we must accomplish. Our first layover shall be in, what is it? The Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve, I believe. Success in studying the fungus. It does not respond to movement, heat, or light. It does, however, seem inclined towards sound, emitting a puff of spores in the direction of two chattering crewmen. You perform further experiments. It ignores the noise of the engines and is unresponsive to music, but it does respond to singing. Apparently, the fungus likes voices. The reach is laden with fungus, white as corpse skin, violet as bruises, red as a wound. Actually, did we need anything at Port Avon? I think we had a request for some bronzewood. 5 consignments of good bronzewood for vital restoration works of the Parliamentary Undercroft. Yes. We can stop off at Port Avon and see if they've got any bargains. And here we see the evidence of someone who has bitten off far more than he can chew. Get out of here, colonized cantankerine. I will take your loot, however. A palpitating mycological mass of fractured chitinous legs, frilled gills, and ruptured polyps. A growth of livid fungus has engulfed a small herd of cantankerine. Now it is dying. The herd grumbles with one irritable, faltering voice. "46% chance, you say? Eating unprovidenced celestial fungus is, of course, a ticket to madness, infection, or a colourful death, but hopefully your cook can render it inert. Would much rather find something tasty. I don't know about you whippersnappers, but I don't have much of an old man voice. 85 sovereigns, that's pretty good. Yes, Catastrophically Emma, it is a very good game. I've played a fair bit of it now, but we've only done London. We've still got to get to the Blue Kingdom and Eleutheria. Stones. Give. Yeah, you need one of the dreadnoughts to really fight the Blue Kingdom. Otherwise you'll just be destroyed quite easily. Shops. What's in the bazaar? Clandestine transactions. No. Damn, they sometimes have bronzewood for sale as well as for a request for it. We will write the pork reports. Don't believe him, Emma. He's mad. We're all mad. How much salon stewed gossip do I have? 5. We'll reduce a little bit of terror. Oh, a service at the church. It's a small church with whitewashed walls. From within you hear the slow drone of a Sunday sermon. The congregation is a mix of attentive locals sitting primly at the front and visitors perched at the back. The accordionist coaxes them into an attempt at Judge Eternal, throned in splendor. Above, a golden nebula is fierce in the sky. Amber light dapples the curving lanes. The locals nod to you cautiously as you pass. A light drizzle of silver rain brushes the village. Its beads are bright and tiny as pinheads. Think we can take a small sip of cider for 2 sovereigns. That's pretty good. Well, let's be on our way then. I don't think they have much else for us. No, we could head south, well, more east at the moment, and pick up Polmir and Plenties, and then see if we can find a guest to kill. Still don't have a mining attachment for this ship, so we're just going to sail on past this delicious hour's mine. But as it stands, this might actually work out, because we do need to go to the Traitor's Wood as well. Indeed, the world is mad. Why be normal? Florida. Or Cairns, from where I'm from. They do like to go to hot places to retire, apparently. Not a fan of it myself, I always hated the heat. Much prefer the cold, I can rug up against the cold. Cooling down is damn near impossible when it comes to humidity and the like. Fair enough. I've lived in places where it's 40 degrees and 100% humidity and nothing is good. We'll just duck on behind the tents. The clown requires his costumes. The pensive clown opens the crate of specially made costumes. He considers the twinkling stones as a wishful child might a star. In time, he nods and reaches arm deep into his novelty pockets to find your reward. He searches your face for a smile when he reaches too far and topples over. Hats, cats, bats, and rats. The ringmaster is sat on a fat cushion, idly shuffling a worn pack of playing cards. He smiles wearily at you. I ask the cards about you. He draws from the top of the deck and sets them on the table. They say you can help. He then places them back in the deck and bids you shuffle and draw for yourself. The cards are the same. Looks like they haven't changed their minds. Post flyers for the strong woman. Port Prosper and Magdalene's. Very good. We can do this. And that will be the last quest for the circus. And of course, we don't have to pay because we're practically family now. See how the performance is filled. The big top is filled, the audience chatters in anticipation. When the lights dim, the ringmaster is drawn into the center ring on his horse-drawn calliope, singing of the night's delights. The applause is rapturous. Then come the acts. The magician appears suddenly from a puff of smoke, dazzling the crowd with his many amazing devices. The acrobatic twins swing from their trapeze, figures of perfect symmetry as they go back and forth. The pensive clown is heralded by his comedic geese, Cuddles and Ruffles, who march in their finery before him. They honk as he juggles them, and the audience collapses into laughter. It ends when the headstrong strong woman lifts a very large barbell over her head. She repeats this several times when the crowd's reaction isn't as enthusiastic as she would have liked. The show ends with a smattering of reluctant applause. Ah, yes. The old injuries always wake us up at inconvenient times. I could try to recruit crew from the circus, but I doubt I'll have much luck. Perhaps not indeed. What have they got? Ministry-approved literature they want 5 of. Bargains available. Packed crates. They do have bronzewood, and I need 5 bronzewood for the Undercroft. Which is okay, because we can store it in London. They don't sell fuel, though, so that's unfortunate for us. May have to make this a short run, especially if I end up fighting things at Hybris. Oh no, the management's always the worst, Poopy Duplius. Management tends to be the people who are greedy instead of those who just wish to escape or entertain. Not quite yet. See, the worst circus I've ever seen was a stunt circus. And they didn't have animals, but they had some people with more balls than brains who did that sphere of death thing. And there was the, what do you call it? Motocross bike that they put inside of a very small metal ball. Get out of here. And the guy obviously lost his nerve at some point, and he almost fell out of the ball. Like, just, he was at the top of it, and he ran out of momentum, and it just paused for a pregnant second, and you could see him panic, and then roll down backwards. He was very close to falling off. And another time in that same show, we saw, I think they were the acrobats, and they were doing something with knives. And one of them very badly mistimed one of the throws, and they both stopped and just looked at each other for a moment. I think you could probably just make the argument it was all part of the show, but it didn't feel like part of the show, if I'm honest. Unfortunately, I need your pieces. So get gubbins. Shoot. Get out of here. Some ligaments of a guest. The stolen home bursts open under your gunfire. Thousands of wriggling guests spill into the night, glistening like the ooze from a blister after it was lanced. Your blasts have ripped open one of the crew quarters. The revealed inside has pustules of nascent guests hanging from the walls. In the ruins of the locomotive, crippled by the shrapnel that was once the hull, you find two of the guests in a weakened state. With a well-whetted saw, you slice them apart, before returning to your locomotive with your bounty. Well, we are close to Port Prosper. And the strong woman does need me to deliver her some stuff. So we'll dump this off. I can believe it, Emma, but it didn't look right, if you know what I mean. There's choreographed where they're sort of to the point, but I'd like to believe that it was choreographed. Let's put it that way. Oh dear. I don't want to spend too much time out in the edges of Hybris. Now I'm kind of going to be going the wrong way, but it's necessary.
Oh, dear, can't help you now.
Ah, Mr. Stukka.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm going to go ahead and say that no one can hear you.
Yay!
Let's play the Can I Fix This game. Oh, it's doing this thing again. There we go. Remove that. Oh, really? Damn, because I probably just broke it. Nuts.
Fucking up.
There we go.
Next
I'm
time you
good at
could
this.
be.
I'm good at
Watch
this.
yourself,
Trust me.
Poopy.
There we go. Let me know if
These
that
things,
changed it.
these wonderful things, they happen.
Yep. I'm just real good at this, guys. Don't worry about it. How long have I been streaming on this platform now?
Not long enough.
It's alright, I've seen professional streamers. They have far more issues than I do.
Oh, yeah.
So how's your day being, Mr. Stukka?
Not bad. Fine enough now.
That's good to hear.
Mm.
So far, we have delivered the ducks' costumes to Palmier and Plenty's.
Nice.
And then we went and grabbed some ligaments from, what do you call them? Some guests. The things that have been inhabiting the engines.
Who lied to you? Where? I'll kill him.
I never said I was professional. I just said the professionals have problems all the time. It is kind of tempting, though. We are very close to London's transit relay.
I mean, I suppose we could do it, IG.
Yes, we will seduce Queen Victoria one way or another. We shall eavesdrop on polite society.
Ew. What do you mean, don't seduce Queen Victoria? But we have to. That's part of the deal. Besides, our captain is, in fact, one of the Xinthar line. And you know what that means.
Means he has a particular set of skills.
He will find you. But he does.
No, no. You capture royalty and then ransom them back to their rich other people.
Oh, that's fair. See,
Yes.
this is why you're the captain.
I remember there was a way to do a port report here, but I guess I've forgotten it. You could offer some transport to settlers. Where would you like to go? taken to Lustrum. Ah, fun fact, I'm headed that way.
Nope, I haven't seen Black Mirror. But I mean, that does sound like an effective method.
I've seen some of Black Mirror, and then I was just like, this is pretty standard for science fiction-y stuff, if I'm honest. I haven't seen all of it. The very first episode was probably the best one the series had to offer, I will say.
Haji wants to know how far we are from the next Astro locomotive engine.
A fine question. Yep, the Takidis are fighting the everyone. Money-wise,
yeah,
we only have 3,720. Our next Astro locomotive is astronomically expensive, in the 12,000s. So we do still have a bit of a way to go, unfortunately. But we do have a lot of prospects that we could complete. Generate some money, go see the phlegmatic researcher, pick up some hours from Lustrum, maybe. See how we go. Partner eels. Now, next stop is Magdalene's. Ooh, the peacock wind.
Joke's on you, I can't read. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't read. I certainly wouldn't be like as verbose.
Same. I'd read anything with pages on it. The possible
I'm gonna
exception
show up
of
at your
young
house
adult.
with the stars. I'm just gonna sit there and stare at you. You better start reading it. You finish that whole thing. You're not getting dessert.
Ah.
But then I would actually have like something very good, like an official, like properly well made BPL cookbook or something stupid like that.
Something straight from the mind of Meme Meat Machine himself.
Oh hell yeah! Either we need to get Meme Meat Machine on it. We need to get Doc Who on it. A lot of great folks from the culinary.
Although, can I just say, robbed. I was robbed from the Zamak chef.
Were you?
Oh, Jesus in hell. Oh, yep, you died as a result of that ramming attack.
That was sick.
And an adult cantankery. Give me the money.
Loads of money.
Really, cantankery, really? Is this the... It's the death it chose for itself?
Yep.
Let's just let it disperse. I'm gonna need that terror reduction, because I'm going after a guest engine.
Gold darn infested Terrans.
We really are. Come on, turn, you bastard.
Wheel, you ungainly wedge.
Oh good, now it's mad. Back to hell with ye. Ooh, trap and collect some of the guests. If you capture enough guests, they can be used to create a weapon.
Oh, you mad lad.
Oh no, I failed.
That's a low chance.
A trip is a triumph. You use songs to place several budding guests into a jam jar. You return back to the ship is less of a success. Unfortunately, your crew have been sensible enough to post someone on watch. She spots the jar under your arm, but says nothing. Okay, so it's just 5 terror, and I have captive guests. I need 25 of them, and a condemned experiment to make a weapon. Thankfully, I'm close to Magdalene, so I can drop my terror. The settler emerges from his cabin, suitcase clutched in his hands. I've had time to think, and I have to admit it. I can't do it. I don't want to go, but it's so warm here, and everyone's been so kind. Might I stay on, or at least take me back to Port Prospera? His smile is brittle. Yeah, there's room for one more on board. May as well. Put him in the armor loops.
Come on, Emma. Sheesh.
The Prince Albert. Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Onwards. It got us some experience, so I can't complain about that.
This is how the crew speaks. I'm not surprised. We are one family here.
We all share one brain cell.
Oh, thank you guys. So lucky it's not mine. Great, but terrible.
What's at the keepsake market? A fine price for a second-hand treasure. How much? 350 for an unlicensed chart. Ooh, those are tempting. Yep, I'm gonna get it. I have the cash for now.
Shut up, Poopy, or we'll pull you out of the armor loops and make you do real work.
Real work, like we're running low on fuel. Get in the oven.
Hot out here for a chance.
Let's see.
No thanks, I'll gird the ship.
See, how many visions of the heavens? I have 5 of those. I can do one of those. A treatment for ennui. Just skip over that slightly. There we go. Very good. Beatrice, what do you have to offer me? Some fuel? Don't mind if I do. Now, off to Lustrum. Oh, a star-maddened explorer. And some junk. But I do have a full hold, so I'm just going to ignore the junk. Actually, you know, it's probably a better bet just to head back to Winchester now. We don't have a prediction up or anything, so... Yes, I have 2 nightmares. Would you believe that
It's
I've
not
had
that
3
bad.
nightmares for a long, long time?
Yeah. We're sleeping extremely calmly now, considering.
Hmm. Yeah, 1 pack of carefully packed munitions. Very good. Oh, I wonder if I can trade some... Indeed. We'll trade some munition for some bronzewood. We can trade that for supplies, though. Nah. The settlers assess these armaments with seasoned eye, offering several lengths of good, freshly bored heartwood in exchange. Now, that was a good exchange. Bronzewood is worth more than munitions.
Oh, 6. Heck yeah.
Now, I need a mandrake from the Traitor's Wood. And I'm pretty sure that's to go to Kirillin. That's fine then. So we'll make a quick stop off at Port Winchester, repair the engine, drop a little bit of terror, sell off some of the crap we've picked up or put it in the bank. Because I have the bronzewood I need for the Undercroft project, but that's down in London. I would much rather put it in the bank and pick it up at London's bank before we deal with it.
Hmm. To be wise.
Okie dokie. To the bank. 3, 4. I could have sworn I had nectar. That's alright, I can get nectar quite easily. I'll sell off the rest of this. It's a healthy 350. Can do 1 more fuel and 1 more supply. And I think that should do me. So what is our next locomotive? It's the Moloch class liner, which is 16,120 sovereigns. Now, let's do Palmyr and Plenty's and then the Trader's Wood. Because we have delivered the Strong Woman's. Just really quick, want to check the journal on that. Make sure I haven't missed a location. No, Port Prosper, Magdalene's, and then... Oh yeah, no, we've done everything. Port Prosper, Magdalene, so back to the circus.
Pre-ordering can be considered a bad business practice.
Hello, Demo Sly. Why what?
Why remember no pre-orders?
Oh, I see.
It's
Because
preference.
we all remember what No Man's Sky came out like.
I recently pre-ordered Company Heroes 3 and really regretted it.
I mean, I did pre-order Armored Core 6, but I mean, FromSoft has never done me dirty.
I heard a couple people weren't enjoying that, but you're having a good time with it, eh?
Oh yeah, I enjoy it. I've played all of them though. It's my jam.
That's fair.
I could sit there and just customize mechs all day. In fact, I will do. Pretty sure I'll have a stream that's just going to be me customizing mechs.
Oh, there's no refunding that for me. I sat through the entire slog that is the campaign, well, both of them, because I had to do it. I had to see what they were, and was soundly disappointed. I'll talk about it another time.
Fair enough.
But it is a mistake that I will consistently own. Co 3, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Company of Hero.
Rumpity of Reros.
Go behind the tents.
That is wise.
If anyone in the Reach visits the circuits, they'll know to have something ready for her. And that gets me a nice 100 sovereigns and 500 experience point. You deliver the news while she's in the middle of her training. She puts the dumbbell down with exquisite form and fetches you a reward from her tent. Here, she says, wiping the sweat from her brow with her forearm. I hope they'll bring something interesting. I've really missed being surprised. She smiles wistfully and returns to lifting her weights, keeping up a running commentary on the things she saw last time her act was popular. Which means now we can go and experience this show in its... a moment's memory. We'll do that right after we do attend the performance. The big top is filled. The audience chatters in anticipation. When the lights dim, the ringmaster is drawn into the center ring on his horse-drawn calliope. Singing of the night's delight, the applause is rapturous. Then come the acts. The magician appears suddenly from a puff of smoke, dazzling the crowd with his many amazing devices. The acrobatic twins swing from their trapeze, figures of perfect symmetry, as they go back and forth. The pensive clown is heralded by his comedic geese, Cuddles and Ruffles, who march in their finery before him. They honk as he juggles them, and the audience collapses into laughter. The strong woman asks for the crowd if they've brought anything for her to lift. They cheer as a group of 10 attendees struggle to wheel out a wagon full of crates and barrels. Not only does she lift them all in turn, she overturns the wagon single-handedly at the end to rapturous applause.
Rad.
They are complete. They draw many people. And the circus is hungry for populace. Balmir and Plenty's inconceivable circus is pulling in crowds. Passenger locomotives, shuttles guests in, merchant traders, and even the odd high-ranking tackety captain find excuses to dock at Gervaise's rest. The ringmaster is run off his feet. The rejuvenated circus is heaving with visitors. Looming over it all is the vast obelisk. Its shadow falls over the crowds. Its sigils are burning brighter than you remember. Approach the obelisk. The sigils smolder invitingly. You could touch it if you like. The circus has vanished. The islands on which it stood are empty, aside from the vast tree of fungus stretching up into the heavens, its high face stretching from island to island, weaving them together. A verdant. Looming above, it is a luminous crustacean the size of a palace, a messenger. Its carapace is emblazoned with the sign of two overlapping suns. Its pincers flex slowly, thoughtfully. Sigils burn in the
Pinch.
air between the two, exchanged like volleys in a tennis match. Gradually, the flurry of correspondence diminishes. A compact has been reached. The messenger drives the obelisk into the ground, a marker of their concord. The obelisk is marked with the words of the emissaries, a meeting of peace. One, close to the point, ignites in a searing light, a commingling of radiances. The obelisk remembers the promise. Something has to. And I now have a searing enigma.
And no more circus.
No, the circus endures.
Oh, phew.
But for some reason, the obelisk draws people to the circus. The circus was drawn by the obelisk, it draws more people. The obelisk feeds the messenger. Somehow. And something.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty.
No wonder the circus always talks about like the consumption of people and like it wants to eat them.
The old call of the circus. Let's see, we need to go to the Traitor's Wood next. Here we go.
That's a water break.
Nope, what a break. Thank you, fan art, fantast. Hail hydrate.
Hydrate be praised.
See, there's a difference, I think, as well, between people who pre-order games and people who get early access games. Now, an early access game I'm willing to buy if I think it has potential, but lacks, well, a whole lot of things. So I will definitely buy into early access.
I agree with that. Because sometimes you'll get to playing an early access game and you'll find a state of the game that was actually really, really excellent. And if you're not around for it, because like later editions of it might get too busy or like filled with shenanigans or like it becomes unbalanced or not necessarily fun. Like there are certain periods in early access games which might be considered better. It doesn't happen for every game, obviously, but like for instance, Foxhole. I did a lot of really, really early logistic stuff, and that was super fun. And it's nothing like it used to be, but it's still pretty cool.
The game itself is cool until they brought out the rocket update that broke everything.
Oh, there's rockets now? Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, they're stupid. You can build like 100 artillery rocket trucks, and you can just literally saturate an entire region with rockets, and no one can move.
Well, yeah, it's Katusha time.
Exactly.
Or Panzerwerfer, what have you, Nebelwerfer.
They made them too cheap, I think, was the problem.
Well, yeah. But then again, like, if it's just, like, a gas truck with steel tubes and then build the rockets, just don't let them build something like that. Make them make half tracks, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. There's balancing that I'm sure will happen in the future, but it was a good time. I had fun with it for the short amount of time that I played it. And I played Logi as well, I mean.
Logi's love. Logi's life.
Hail Cargonia.
Yes, sir. We're afraid don't die.
Mm-hmm. You always get that one guy who rocks up and is like, I need 300 basic mats immediately. And you're like, what for? And he's like, I need to build an outpost here. Buddy, go secure the rest of the region, then you can build that outpost. No, that's my foothold. No, that's surrounded. You are confused.
You are silly. Do the right thing. Do your scouting, clear it out. If nobody's there, then I'll let you build it. So then these B-bats go towards the guns.
We must have Lord Artillery. Find a mandrake. There we go. A grove of mandrakes grows on the outskirts of the wood. Their leaves reach out of the ground innocuously. Cotton is required for their mouths. Their brief screams carry on the winds. Something deeper in the wood screams back.
They're in it to win it, Poopy Doop.
Door to door to what? To sell you something? My god, if you wake up at 7:30, you better be buying bullets, because I'm selling.
That's why you get the unwelcome mat. Then you can Westinghouse the shit out of anybody who clicks that doorbell at an inopportune hour.
Have you heard of the dangers of AC electricity? No.
That's what the doorbell plays. It asks the question and then tases the fuck out of them.
Oh no. It's terrible. Oh, very good.
The leave mat. Don't be here. This isn't a good place to be. Leave. We're bad enough dudes to save the president. You don't want to be here.
25 to repair. There we go. That's pretty good. That gets us full health. They have bronze wood and supplies and sacks of verdant seeds, but I don't think I need those at the moment. I could simply buy them to trade. But there is this whole unexplored region we haven't quite gone through, and we need to get to Old Tom's Well. Not to be confused with Wide Tom's Well. That's different.
You might want to put the sign in your window or on your door. Then again, I don't know where your original no soliciting sign is. Some Johnny come lately fad. Oh yeah. That's funny.
Oh dear.
It's bolted to the door. Joke's on you, they can't read.
That clearly doesn't apply to me. I'm selling useful items, said every shyster ever.
I've got useful ideas. For you.
Sure you do, buddy. Tell me, can you read what's written here? This house is protected by Smith and Weston.
I've never met either of those men.
And their buddy Ruger.
I mean, that would make me sad too. The listening's not a very big word. And it's fun to say.
Ooh, a faintly luminescent cage.
Thank you for saying dadgum.
Sorry about that. A silver idol rests in the cage. 4 wings extend from its hunched shoulders. Made from moonstone, your navigator says in a hushed voice, to amplify the light of the stars. Interesting. He got a shiny and probably horrific idol. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the ass.
Oh, did you get the Happy Tree Friends idol?
Possibly. Would
Oh boy. Well, I better get on making that poll then. Excuse me.
shoot. Shoot. Sir. You have picked a terrible idea to fight me. See what random crap we can find in the captain's cabin. Ah, some salon stewed gossip. I bid you good day, sir. I actually might stop off at Leadbeater and Stainrods and just pick up a little bit of extra fuel and some more pork reports. The Esse Monvideri.
Welcome back, Maze. Welcome, Kai. You're just in time to get in on this prediction.
Guy, Maze, good to see you back. You spawned real bad, friend. Where you going?
Oh, that's really unfortunate. What a shame. What a shame.
Indeed. Lots of salon stewed gossip I'm getting today. Oh, that's dangerous.
You alright?
A ministry monitor fighting a guest.
Oh. Oh, shit!
I'm just gonna let them be. You two have fun.
Yep, that's getting a little close. No, thank you.
I will pay the Oathbreaker's debt. An argument breaks out between two crewmen. One owes the other money but cannot repay it. Unfortunately, the debt was sworn on the name of the Burrower below, a roving god of the deep skies and a keeper of compacts. The Burrower has a low opinion of Oathbreakers, your crew muttered darkly. They fear that this will bring them bad luck.
Kai wants to know how we're doing.
Ah, we're doing good, Kai.
Yeah.
Getting money, murdering fools who happen to come across my path.
I'm doing a lot better now that I'm hanging out with you folks. Just saying.
Ah, that's nice. Now my map gets a little bit more complete as well.
Hell yeah. There you go, you finally found your way through there.
Good. Now we can stop off at Leadbeater and Stainrods.
Wait a minute. Can I really make you cry that easily? We could harness this for money! Tears of greed.
Easy, easy, easy.
Do you really want to do this?
Do what now?
He wants some, but I don't think he's got the sauce to catch you.
Good morning, Aloe.
Morning, Aloe. I saw a picture of Aloe today.
Ah,
He looked handsome as usual.
very good. He does have a magnificent beard.
Yeah. He was in a very British setting.
Oh. Oh, success. I now have a caged catch. Excellent. The animals of the nature reserve flee from your careful, methodical approach. Your rifle fires, and a promising one falls to the ground, wounded but alive. The opportunistic ranger binds its leg tight, ready to shove it in the cage once you return to the docks. I do need caged catches. Oh, I can do multiple exports. Someone has
just get him in. I don't mind. I'm gonna wait to get as many voices as possible, and I'm continually updating it and throwing more people in. So like, the more the merrier. There's no time limit on that. I wanted to get the image done before the Hunchy video, which I did. The song I'm gonna incorporate into a commercial, but we'll get to that when we get to that. By all means, we'll take any voice we can get whenever I can get it. Oh, I'm asking for. I did a thing. Hang on. Let me post that to you, Homeslice. Excuse me.
Ooh, tea for sale, you say? I'll buy the lot.
Yeah, thanks, Mace. I'm just dumping it right in his DMs. He can just drink all of it. Sucker.
Yes, I hope to get my audio fixed. I think it's Audacity, which is what I'm using to record. It seems to cause a memory leak every time it tries to save. Like it's trying to save somewhere where it doesn't have permissions to save, and it just crashes.
Oh, you might have to send it specifically. To, like, I usually have to choose where I export it, eh?
Okay.
Audacity can be fickle.
'Tis a fickle bitch for a free program.
Yeah.
Ah, some bees.
I don't mind it. It's what I use.
It's
But
fine.
yeah.
It works.
It can be a toughie sometimes.
Get him.
Dang. Dang. Dumb. I don't know, I didn't really want to post all that stuff, and, like, you guys don't exactly have a very specific Stumpy Robots chat room that was convenient to dump it in. I didn't want to dump it in general, so I posted it in Mad Duck's place.
I do need honey for things, but I'm willing to throw away tea for honey. If the need arises. Yeah, I'll throw away tea.
You're welcome. Wait. Classic yellow. Yeah, we're farming them, actually.
Yeah.
Nice guy. I'd appreciate that. That goes for anybody else who wants to join in on that. Feel free to yeet me a DM in the Ox or ask me here and I'll find you. The more the merrier, and it'd be better to have everybody I could from the Ox and from the Legion.
Yes, it's a good thing. It's quite fun. Ah, yes. This place. This dark and foreboding place. It's full of people like this. Yoink. The captain's door is covered in noughts and crosses, so it transpires, is the rest of his cabin. His logs and his body, in every game, the noughts won. Your search turns up a few valuables, and you return to your engine.
How's Ableton? Also, you drum? That's rad.
They don't call me the scourge of the skies for no reason. And it's not the many venereal diseases he's picked up on his journeys.
Well, I'm assuming that Ableton's like a music program, isn't it?
I'm not sure, I haven't heard of it.
Oh, that's fair.
And here we go, Old Tom's Well. Down through the tearing mist, through the whipped particulates that thunder on your hull. Through the shrieking winds which fall abruptly still, a ledge of black ice has accreted over centuries at the well's edge, with a raised lip that affords a sliver of shelter. A handful of beehive huts huddle around the crude church. They are built from roughly chopped blocks of the same black ice that forms the shelf around the well.
So I take it gives you all the options that you need, eh? Would you be able to do like other instruments or voice work with it, or is it just specifically like a really solid drum program for like drum sound? Man, if Mad Ducks were here, he'd probably know all about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That man is a musical genius. Good. I have everything I need for the phlegmatic researcher's experiments. And I even have a surplus of supply. I might trade some supply for some fuel and then go to Titania to see if I can find any more honey and then off to Carillon.
That's a fair take, Aloe. There is a lot that could go wrong with it, and a lot to muck about. I'm just kind of wondering how the how the audio cutting would work.
Hmm. Yeah, it's fair enough. I'd do the podcast, but nah.
Oh, we all did the podcast at the Texas meetup last year. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were there for that.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to the Texas meetup, but my God, would it be expensive?
Yeah, it's not cheap for me to go.
Hmm. Although I might be
But
able to get a free trip there sometime next year.
ooh,
Work stuff.
still.
I'd take it. There we go. Turning in your research. Did you bring back something for the phlegmatic researcher? I certainly did. The pen of a scribe spinster, who took it from her dead hands. You are thanked for your efforts and asked to wait while the company sorts out your reward. It might be a couple of days. The phlegmatic researcher asks you to visit him, find hunched over the pen frowning. These damn things are a puzzle. They drip with ink when the spinsters hold them, but once the pens are out of their hand, they dry up. I've dissected a spinster, and I can tell you, they are not flying ink pots. The ligaments of the guest. The butchering was somewhat traumatic, but science must march on. You are thanked, and the phlegmatic researcher invites you to a picnic lunch. A morning glass of brandy has widened his smile. You've brought me proof of an old theory of mine, he says, offering you a ham sandwich. He declines to explain further. Well, that's 900 sovereigns so far. The mandrake from the trader's wood. At last your crew will be able to enjoy a restful sleep again.
Take
And
care,
then,
IG.
no, see ya, IG. An envelope from the phlegmatic researcher is dropped off at your locomotive. Your reward is contained within, along with a few words apologizing for not receiving you in person. The mandrake sang a song that reminded him of his boyhood. He's still in bed recovering. That's 300 sovereigns for that one. So 1,200. And a sample of ice from Old Tom's Well. The phlegmatic researcher invites you to his cabin. I cannot make it melt, he says, stirring the black ice in his glass. It's not water, whatever it is. Tasting, it does make one a tad melancholic, though. Ah, yes, I found some random supernatural ice. Let me put it in my scotch.
Yeah, let me put it in. Let me lick on it and make sure how good it is. Jesus Christ.
Typical.
Fucking mad lads.
Just typical Englishmen, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's always there. It's always cold. So.
Mm-hmm. Has what he needs, has what he needs, has what he needs, has what he needs. Very good.
Poopy Dupulus, are you a snow golem?
It's a pretty good strike rate. Can't argue with that.
No. In Sunless Seas, we like you get a snow golem, quote unquote, son.
Oh, yes. My poor snow golem son. I
Yeah.
eventually saved
Sometimes
him.
we saved him. Sometimes.
He's the boy who went east. A bird that can grind a mountain down to dust. The scientists waste no time on manners. Surely its beak would wear down faster, unless it is some kind of magic beak made of something harder than diamond. Is it a magic beak, Captain? A magic harder than diamond beak? Quickly becomes clear why the romantic ornithologist works alone. Well, I think that's about all we have for here. We'll pick up some more fuel and sell off some supplies. Actually, we'll do that first. Sell 2 supplies. Buy 2
Oh,
fuel.
I see. So you became too infused with fartonium.
Ah, yes. Be careful of the fartonium. It gets in your brains. And then it's all you ever want. Now to go plunder some bees.
Jeez, guy. You become consumed by the gases of the netherworld. I would have said the nether regions, but what about it? It's a fine username.
I believe he's implying that he's imbibed too much Vartonium already.
Oh, I see. I'm a little dense sometimes, you'll excuse me.
It's all good. Oh, bees. Is there any bees around here? Do they have knees?
Ugh.
Yes, good. Give it to me.
I'm pretty lucky I got out. Love the Rittle.
Ah, yes. The call of the customers and the Karens.
Although I did work Future Shop. Technically the only real retail. Everything else has been like dog and shipping work.
No.
But Future Shop slapped. So I mean...
I've never worked corporate retail, but I have worked in stores before.
Mm.
I mean, I worked at a computer repair place once. That was fun.
Nice.
I mean, some people come in and they're just like, my computer's running slow. Uh-huh, and what troubleshooting have you done?
None.
No, it's more like
Nice.
they just give you a blank stare and then you're like, yes, just
What's
give
it-
me the computer and I'll get it back to you in 2 to 3 days.
They're like, there's trouble? And they pull the gun out. Where can I shoot it? When I was doing tech support for Roadrunner, one of the instances was somebody told some Texas gentleman to put his computer down, so he shot it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Class. More
Yeah.
experience. I'm so close to leveling up. Sir, I did not mean for you to old yell your computer.
That's why when you get into a situation, you need to establish the vernacular.
Mm.
Ooh, I worked for tech support for Gateway Computers, and once had a customer call because their computer was on fire. Like, sir, we're not emergency services. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I can't troubleshoot your computer from here. You need a fire extinguisher for that. Oh my goodness.
Sir.
I don't think I've
Sir.
ever dealt with anybody that bad.
Yeah, I didn't have anyone that terrible.
I was lucky. I only dealt with like sweet old ladies and old folks who wanted to talk your ear off about how their internet didn't work.
Hmm.
I probably would have stayed in that job if they would have let me have a pen and paper to draw.
Oh, that would have been good.
But then, like, of course, you run the risk of writing down everybody's credit card numbers, and you know you can't fucking have that.
Yes, no. People get sad if you take their credit card without asking or providing a service.
Hmm.
I'm teaching life lessons apparently isn't a good enough excuse either.
No.
Sir, unfortunately, our remote fire extinguishing service is currently offline. Even though we have seen over 1 million downloads, please find a fire extinguisher by yourself.
Yeah. What the hell did I pick up? More supplies or more fuel? 3 of those. Oh, it's a case of munitions. I don't want that. Hey, bees, you want to go fight that guy? Because I can assure you, you don't want to fight me. Well, that's how it's going to be, is it? I see you have chosen death. Is that it? Not quite.
I'm not permitted to explain the problem with you as the paper and crayons have been removed from my hands. Please leave it with me. Oh no, Ella's firewall is acting up.
Ah. There's too much fire in my firewall. Someone help me.
The firewall. Night, Boopy. Take care of yourself.
Good night, Poopy. Sleep well. Nope.
Some
missed the
places aren't
turn.
that cutthroat, though.
A friend of mine worked at a place where they worked on commission, and it was terrible how people used to try and steal customers from right underneath you while you were trying to get the sales done.
Yeah.
Like you'd go to the desk and they wouldn't follow you, and someone would be like, "Are you being helped? Have you been sold something? Can you come with me? Do you want to come here? Do you want to sign the paperwork?"
Yeah, oh fuck, eh?
Yeah.
I think I could have sworn I've seen people, like, I've had that happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, like, thankfully I've never actually had to do commissional sales or anything like that. Like, I was a stock boy at Future Shop.
Mm.
Hell yeah, driving the wave around. Fuck those things were ever safe.
Whoop. Read that one before. And I've got a new facet I can take.
Ned Owl says he worked IT back when CD drives were new enough that some people thought they were cup holders. When we were stupid kids, we used to try that.
Let me tell you a story about how far round we've gone in the circle. My niece got a laptop that was a hand-me-down, and it had a disk drive in it, and she popped it out and put her ice cream in it. Because it had a hole, and she was like, "Oh, it holds things."
So, how ice creamed did the computer get?
Pretty badly. I mean, to the point where the disk drive no longer opens. And
Well,
you
yeah.
can't you can't find those types of modules anymore.
Oh god, no. Does it still run?
I mean, everything but the disk drive still works.
That's so lucky.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Now it doesn't have a disk drive. Now it's a modern computer.
You're right, I should go get an SD card reader, because apparently those are still popular. Oh dear. Let's take a facet. Spirifid. Once upon a time, someone took your soul. He drew it out of your mouth with a delicate silver fork. Interesting. Interlude in red and gold. I went mad once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman who would determine when you could leave. A mentor, a promise of days. Her Majesty offered the earliest pioneers to enter the heavens a grant of 30 years if they would build houses and necessities for those who would follow. your club. You belong to one of London's illustrious private members club. Fine food, understanding companionship, and no riffraff.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a revolutionary, but I came from somewhere with some class.
We might be revolutionary, but our speakeasy were top notch.
Absolutely. We were revolutionaries with the people who would actually help the revolution, obviously.
Oh, Emma. Oh, I remember stuff like that.
Don't need to tell me about Diablo 2. I lived it.
Yeah! Fucking actually Diablo 2, though.
Yeah, not this bullshit that fucking Blizzard re-released 10 years later. 20 years later. God, I can't even remember how old that game was now.
Oh, God. I've seen some friends with some seriously messed up Final Fantasy VIIs, though.
Oh, I have the best Final Fantasy VII recombobulation of Final Fantasy VIIs. It is the original packaging that came with a demo of something that I've gotten, probably Kingdom
Oh, God.
Hearts.
Hell yeah.
And Disc 1 is the Platinum Edition. Disc 2 was the original color art edition. And then Disc 3, I'm pretty sure, was like a re-release edition. Like a third print.
Straight up Frankenstein 7.
Yep. It was 3 different 7s all mashed together.
But it worked.
But it fucking worked.
That's what counts. That's the
Yep.
best.
I swear I've still got that somewhere. I know I've got Final Fantasy VIII still in like the original jewel case with the original books and everything. But I know I've got that particular Final Fantasy VII, which I'm sure someone would give me like $20 for because it's not mint in the box.
No, but like, that shit's swag.
Yeah.
That's sentimental value. It's a working Frankenstein Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, exactly. Because I probably lent it out to too many friends and they all destroyed it. Or their little brothers mixed up the discs after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never a PlayStation guy, so I didn't actually get to like do the whole ownage of 7 and 8. I was more a Final Fantasy guy. You know Final Fantasy 1.
Oh, yeah. NES.
Yeah.
Or the Game Boy one, either one.
I didn't finish that till I was like 30.
It's a long haul for a kid, that's for sure.
Oh man, I never got past the March case.
Ooh.
The wizards would always wreck my shit, understandably, and like I was too dumb to figure out what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't grind because I was too dumb.
Yeah. That's like me in Star Ocean, Emma. I had I can't even remember which one it was. One of the Star Oceans. But yeah, it always froze in the same place every time, guaranteed.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Where was I? Yes. You belong to one of London's illustrious private members clubs. Fine food, understanding companionship, and no riffraff.
The hell was like Star Ocean 2?
Ah, Star Ocean 2 was pretty good. I like that one. Admittance was a hurdle, but your letter of acceptance declared you to be the right sort. Of which club are you a member? And it also lets me reduce my nightmares.
Oh wow.
Which is very useful. An august group of explorers and immortality hunters. Perhaps the quest itself is a folly, but everyone needs a hobby. The Parthenium. Don't be deceived by the gentleman dozing by the fire and the civilized click of billiards. The affairs of the realm are decided here. Ah yes, we were definitely a part of the Parthenium. Ooh, but my mirrors is quite low. I could use a boost to mirrors.
Mm.
You know what? Immortality Hunters does suit a revolutionary.
It does. And it's Explorers too.
Nice. Well, we've made some more money. We've offloaded our cargo. I should probably see if Carillon actually sells fuel, because I've realised now that I'm down a bit of fuel in considerable supplies.
That's a nightmare scenario, Emma. Yeah, like, also, Kai, not only do we have to worry about, like, our disks breaking and scratching, we have to worry about, like, the file corruption, or we have to worry about the hard drive failure,
Hmm.
or shoddy workmanship. Not that I would know about that, having gone through 4 computers in, like, the last year.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, you're not having a good to go with it either.
No, not really. I think I'm on
Cloud
the...
backup has only saved me once.
Hmm. I had,
And let me post that stupid Tom picture for Halloween.
yes.
Fuck, I spent so many hours on that, getting it done in crayon for the memes. So worth it.
Well, my nieces had fun colouring it in, but I definitely didn't get any pictures of it. It was not in any state for the competition, that's for sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. We saw some actual kids' drawings and how fucking horribly grotesque they were. Yours would have been incredibly welcome too. They were great to see.
Indeed.
Emma's gonna have a huge library of clay tablets.
Damn it, Rhapsody, why are you in the way?
Was that a named boy? Oh. The derelicty boy.
Hmm. What do we need? We'll grab some fuel. Oh. Did you think this was a good idea?
Cheeky bum.
Mediocre.
Middling.
Let's see. Oh, the Scribe Spinsters were brought from Bronzewood, now popular with London train rides and cabinet makers. I'll take a free Bronzewood, thank you.
That's horrible, guy.
Run! Flee! With all due haste! I can't escape it.
Oh no.
It's a curator. Oh, it stings so bad.
He's got full hull. You may as well lean right into it.
Oh, yeah, disconsent. Have some brandy and get back to work. What are you doing here, curator?
Getting fucked up. What are you doing here?
I just dodged right into that one.
Oof.
Come on, spin it round. You've almost got him, I swear.
It sucks that you can't hit the wings.
Got him! Sort of can.
Shh.
Do we want to substantially reduce our terror or search for treasures? I like treasures.
The bat heard that Emma was stowing away the clay tablets somewhere on the train. There's curation to be done. This is why we were attacked.
They are nasty. The curator's wings have curled in death, swaddling its body. The lumps suggest concealed items, but you'll need to unfurl the wings to investigate. You and a crew member don sky suits and head out. Your weapons have wrenched one wing out of the shoulder, and the curator is covered in fine, dull fur. Under what could perhaps be described as an armpit is a bald patch, marred with a throbbing sigil. Fortunately, the grime on your visor prevents you from seeing it clearly. Your stoker, ever fastidious, is less lucky. He shrieks, his eyebrows ignite. Examine the curator's collection. The curator carries items using a tight net harness. There is a fleshy, leathery quality about the fine cords. Condemned experiment. That's pretty good. A maggot squirms free while you're cutting open the net. Beneath the curator's motley collection of an unhealing wound. Blood and effluvia have encrusted its belongings. You need to wipe them down before they can be identified. There is a cast metal sort, the letter O. There is a sharpened quill from no bird you've encountered. A pot of dust which liquefies under pressure. Your engineer hands will be stained for weeks.
Poor guy.
Well, we got something fancy at least. We could go on to Lustrum and recover some hours there. We've got the fuel for it.
Sometimes you have a hot girl summer, and sometimes people's eyebrows catch fire as soon as they look at your armpits. It's all about balance.
Bada bing, bada boom. What do you do, eh? Forget about it.
Well, that hull's looking a little bit low. Let's have a look at how our prediction's going. It is long since expired, but we have 95% say that, we gonna get train red. 46.7k is writing on that. 2.4k says we die horribly.
Someone might be making some money today.
Maybe. Guy's like, so you best die. It'll be fine. Trust Maze. He knows what he's doing.
Yes. They're selling barrels of unseasoned hours. Let's go to the claim field. We have enough cargo that we can pick up some. Assign 5 crew. We'll order them to begin mining again.
It'll be a pretty tidy pay packet, Kai.
I don't really have any terror to spare. Well, let's restock on fuel.
If you will.
And supplies.
Oh, what's another nightmare? We can afford to sit on two again.
We're nice and close to Magdalen's. Well, close is a relative term, but we're close enough to Magdalen's that I can risk heading that way. I still need to visit Port Prosper and then back to New Winchester, I think. Yes, I increased the bitrate on the stream as well, so it should be a lot more clear. And I'm also streaming in 4K according to my computer.
Yeah, no, we can see the backgrounds. They look exquisite.
Well, that's good then. Are you kidding me? 2 curators? Nope, we're running like hell. You know what? I'm coming back and I'm stealing their eggs again.
That's what they get. Seriously, though.
Well, the crimes are the thing. The violence is the crimes are the violence.
Well, no, like, where are all these tablets coming from? We keep finding them all over the goddamn train.
It's a chicken and egg situation.
Indeed. Mad Duck says, Xinthar, serious question for once. Do you use the violence to cover up the crimes or the crimes to cover up the violence?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Try a little column A, try all of column B.
Are there any witnesses? If there are, they're plants. As in, I
If there
planted
are,
them.
they're following the story. Emma's leading up like a breadcrumb trail of tablets for the curators to come follow us.
We have attracted a lot of very large bats, and they seem very angry for some reason. We haven't figured out why, but these tablets are a clue. Let's see here. Okay, any specimen? Oh, we have plenty of salon stewed gossip we can sell. We're going to need a lot of treatments for terror as well. How many savage secrets do I have? 4. No, we'll keep going with this. I have such guilt.
I'll sell my secrets.
There we go. That should be enough. What's at the keepsake market? Oh, an old journal.
Emma's like, I played this game for a full year before I learned that Magdalene's is pronounced Maudlins. And it makes me wonder, are you Brits okay?
No.
Wait, that's how they say it? Huh. That's not how I read it.
Modelins? Modelines?
Magdalens.
Magdalens? There's a couple of ways you can pronounce it. I say Magdalens because it's easiest.
I prefer Magdalenes.
it's paste. Yeah, I don't know who decided it would be pronounced Mortalins, but there's a G and a D next to each other. That's Magdalene.
No, the G and the D are silent, obviously.
Oh, of course, yes.
Why?
They're so addicted to knife, they had knife surrendering bins, and people were like, oh, I didn't realize you could just go into the bins and get free knives. Who'd have thunk it? Let's see if I can treat my terrorists. No, I need moments of inspiration. Oh, I need 2 moments of inspiration now. Not going to deal with that anytime soon. Charleston Nectar's going cheap here. I'll buy that. It always sells well down in New Winchester.
I use moments of inspiration when you can give the crew drugs.
True. They're a kind of inspiration.
Yeah. The goo in Guam is not the sound some British people use for the G in Jaguar, nor the G in guacamole.
Ooh, he hit me. Alright, it's a fight then. This baby one's gonna get it too. Capture a lesser cantankery clinging to the bull's underbelly. Is it a parasite, a servant, an apprentice? It's beginning to stir, having sensed the death of its host, or master, or teacher. We got it. A caged catch. New total of 2. You need 23 whole sovereigns for that. Not really worth it, but whatever.
We're rich. Morning, Master Mayhem.
You find them in the cargo hold, listening to the groans of the straining hull. The driver's scar crooks around an intrigued half-smile. Their eyes are blue and bright. Taking your hand, they place it on the plating, and you feel the steel shiver. That's the sky, they say, just an inch away. You recognize the look in their eyes. It's the same appraising, resolute look you've seen when they know a maneuver is risky, but they've decided to do it anyway. Oh, good. I can engage in a passionate assignation. Your encounter is hurried and illicit, concealed behind crates of cargo. When a crewman enters the hold, you pause, fingers on one another's lips. You adjust your balance, and the driver stifles a gasp. The instant the intruder departs, they are forgotten. The driver is fearless and inquisitive. Afterwards, while their breath is still ragged and their arms are fierce on your back, they whisper, "You don't ever have to worry. I wouldn't let anything happen to you."
What a fucking sweetheart.
Indeed. Although I'm not sure if I approve of the captain.
Yeah, that's fucked, Emma.
You dare think you can charge after me, you damn spore-ridden filth. Ow. Cantankery, I'm sorry, but I don't have time for you, and you're in the way.
Come on, Dad. 5 more minutes.
Continue the assault. It's the good
Just
thing about the
pepper 'em.
range. of this gun is that I can just stay out of its range and just destroy it.
Just bean.
Money. I want money.
Colonize Cantankerry.
Poor thing.
Ding under the founding fungus. For the precious dungus. That hull's looking mighty low.
It's got some weathering.
Yeah, it's got character.
Don't mind the whistling you hear, that's just the oxygen escaping into the sky.
It's a natural patina.
I'm not saying one wrong move could be our end, but it very well could be at this rate.
Jeez, Emma.
It's like one of those toot sweeps you hear so much about.
Mm-hmm. I respect all puns. They have every place. Oh man, home again already?
Not yet. We gotta get back to New Winchester. We're just in Port Prosper. Let's see here. They have some verdant encouragement they would like. How much money will you give me for it? 150 sovereigns isn't terrible.
Green encouragement. Weed. The cringing makes them better. That's how you know that your audience is enjoying it.
Exactly. What are you guys selling? Panes of stained glass, eh? I don't have room for all of them, but that's fine.
Inflicting damage via pun is the best form of friendship. It's a lot of damage.
Let's head back to New Winchester, and I think I will call it there for the night.
Alright.
I mean, it's going to be one desperate leap back to New Winchester, but we will get there.
Oh, come on, it's fine. We've made more dangers. Johnson died.
We made safer Johnson died as well.
Yes, we have. Except this time the bats are actually fucking dangerous.
God damn those bats. Oh, yes, I'm
man.
fine.
Well, I mean, the Z-bats are fine, but the Spess bats, oof.
Oof.
Oodalally.
Hey, big boys.
They're rather fucking large. But their eggs are good.
Oh, yes. Tasty monies. If you've got the stomach for it, and the engine for it, and you can definitely farm curator eggs. And use them to get better locomotives, as long as they don't hatch on your engine.
As much as I like the tranquility of Z, the sky has so much more to offer, I feel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it has 4 complete regions with 4 maps that are massive to explore.
And, like, distinct.
Each one has its own feel.
Like, the Enter Z was nice with the actual Z, but...
It's really all there was the Z and the different towns. Once you memorize the map for the first time, you sort of just go, yep, I know where I'm going, and I know what I'm doing, and I know how much fuel it's going to take. Yes, they're a lot more forgiving in this with actually making money. Whereas in Sunless Seas, it was like, you have made 2 echoes. You have made 3 echoes.
Getting 5 echoes for poor performance is just insulting.
Oh, yes. Ah, I see you've travelled the breadth and width of the Untersea. Here's $10. Thanks.
Don't spend it all in one place. I hear you're saving up for a new engine.
Absolutely
New
had its.
vessel, excuse me.
I must say though that the Submariner did fix a bit of it, but not all of it.
Well, the Submariner, like, the option to just, like, fuck this shit, I'm out, was nice. Vital, at sometimes.
Indeed.
There were many times we met up with our old friend who we love to hug. Mount Nomad.
He's just like, hey guys, how's it going? I just want to come and say hi. And then it's like, hey, I took 80% of my hull in one fell swoop.
You know, you make a good point there, Emma. They had to make the bruisers' offers attractive somehow. If you weren't desperate for dosh, it would be hard, no?
Yep, I've skipped past.
Guys, like, it's supposed to be secondary income, not primary. It's kept me running, but pork reports are meant to be a cherry on top of exploring and trading route.
Yeah, but the
But you actually
trading
do have
routes.
to do the trading.
Yeah, the trading routes as well were like pennies on the dime, no matter what you did, unless you did coffee to the surface, which just had a very expensive outset. And
Or you...
I know what you're going to say.
What? What? Is it about our peddling of the forbidden sunlight?
The sweet taste of the surface. That golden tincture that we managed to capture.
Many times. To the loss of many crew. Worth it.
Yes.
Always worth it.
There you go. That was a neat little 300 sovereigns for delivering those 2 items.
Pretty much, Emma. The sun! The sun!
The sun,
The
the
sun.
sun, the sun,
The
the
sun.
sun, the
The
sun,
sun.
the
The
sun, the sun,
sun.
the
The
sun,
sun. The sun. The sun. The sun. The sun. The sun. The sun.
Not so much the sun here, especially not that clockwork sun that's turning me slowly to glass.
Yeah, but it's... which is sad, because it's so much cooler.
Oh, yeah. It's an amazing
But, like, that's a cool way to go, I guess. To become sharp.
Shards of sharpness, really. Well, I mean, it has to come with a downside, right? Mankind went and looked at it, and they may have said, you know what? The gods did a shit job of creating a sun. We're going to make our own. And then they didn't maintain it. They just left it there, and they don't send anyone to look after it. Now it's cranky at them.
As much as I love these people for making these wonders, what? I wish they weren't morons.
It's their arrogance.
Their
That's always the
hubris.
problem. Let's sell off our caddies of dried tea. Very good. We don't need this Choriston nectar anymore, do we? I think I actually still have a prospect for that over at Carillan, so I might keep that. Oh, no, I completed it.
Angie-san. Yes,
Good.
Mad Ducks.
And we have the bronze wood for the undercroft, so we can sell this
Oh,
bronze wood.
dude. I am not a mathy musician.
A math problem.
I mean, if you want to hit me up with that skill testing question, I'll try and use it in my head meets. We'll see how we do. If I have to use a calculator, I will. I have one at hand. Other than a nice question.
Well, I can go get more Choriston nectar, though. But that's fine.
Six times 9 is 54. plus 6 plus 9. Uh? Uh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh? Uh?
I see where this is going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a nice problem, is what it is.
Oh dear. All right, everyone. I think we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. Thank you all so much
Oh,
for coming out and spending time with us.
hell, I didn't even know we made it home. Gotta give
We
these people
did.
their money. There you go.
There we go.
Thank you for that, Mad Ducks. That was nice.
It's good. I approve of a good 6-9 pun. All right. Till next
Night
time.
Mayhem. Okay.
I'll
And everybody else who's
probably.
been
Oh,
hanging
sorry.
out being cool.
Thank you again, all. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is another Armored Core stream, possibly Friday or Saturday. We'll see how it works out. We can watch me be bad in full color and all that other stuff.
Hell
All right.
yeah. Emma, I like Joe Abercrombie. That's all you get right now.
Indeed. All right. Good
Take
night, all.
care. Be good. Be excellent to each other. Bye now.